CII has predominantly four major thrust areas. One is to make Indian industry globally competitive. The second is to look at how we can get the next crop of students coming into industry job ready. The third one is to look at how we can actually do more CSR and support society at large. And the fourth initiative, which I think is a critical aspect of CII, is policy advocacy with government, where we represent challenges that industry faces and how we can bring about change progressively alongside the government. So this interaction that we had today was to introduce the State Council and also to talk about what CII can do in the state of Karnataka.
So we're currently at the CII Media Interaction and I'm in conversation with the chairman, Mr. Arjun. He's going to be telling us a little bit about what CII does. Thank you, sir, for talking to us. And my first question to you is, in your interaction, you mentioned that the idea is to bridge the gap between the youth and the recruiters as well as startups, because Bangalore is the hub of startups. So how does CII plan to do that?
Well, CII predominantly focuses on four key areas. One, how do we make Indian businesses globally competitive? The second one is policy advocacy. We represent challenges that the industry faces progressively with the government, and we come up with a collective solution. The third one that we look at is how do we make the current youth employable immediately after they finish graduation. And the fourth one is how do we make a difference in society through CSR. Right? So these are the four initiatives. In this ecosystem, if you look at what startups require, they require these three things. They need policy advocacy, they need to figure out how they can become more globally competitive, and they need to create good employable workforce. So because of CII's ecosystem of big businesses and industry that we have, the startups get an opportunity to actually do proof of concept testing from a B2B standpoint, and also can get ideas on what business cases and what challenges they can work on, as well as solutions for bigger companies. So that's an opportunity that CII can offer for startups within this ecosystem.
Right. So you mentioned that some of the CSR activities are conducted, right? So could you mention some interesting campaigns or some activities that CII has done which can help empower just not the youth but the society in general?
Yeah, I think one of the major initiatives that we did was during COVID, the entire industry ecosystem stepped up. Just to give you a simple example, a small zone like Mysore raised close to 7.5 crores of rupees and helped the local government and the local ecosystem with equipment. We've gotten so many oxygen generators installed across, ventilators. So we did so much through our CSR initiatives during COVID times. The other side of it is we are also doing a lot of initiatives from a sustainability standpoint, not necessarily CSR, but giving a roadmap for organizations on how they can become more and more sustainable and eco-friendly.
So I think India in 2022 is all about sustainability and just being super clear with the environment, and that's one of the best activities that you could do to provide for the society. So coming to my last question, I want to ask you that you say that CII merges industry and academia to equip the youth. How exactly do you do that, and how do you promote it?
So what we've realized is no matter what we do, if we are not able to clearly articulate what industry requires to the students, they will not be prepared. And that, I believe, starts with empowering the faculty with knowledge and understanding of what industry is all about. So we've created a task force called the CII Industry Institute Interaction Forum. Through that task force, we want to start by providing required information to faculty so they can upskill themselves first and then impart that same knowledge to the students. We also want to start mentor-mentee programs and a lot of other initiatives where students can actually step forward and look at internships as an opportunity also within the CII ecosystem. So we have a roadmap that we have created, but we're taking one step at a time because we want to do it right the first time.
And could you tell us where exactly could we find more information about this if someone wants to be a part of this initiative?
Please visit the CII website. You will get all the information that you need in the CII website.
So you heard Mr. Arjun, all you have to do is log on to the website to be a part of this entire ecosystem, because it starts from the grassroots level. Make sure that you understand the academia purpose of it to get better at the industry level.